Hi, this is Susie. When you purchase a stamp set, I want to show you how it comes and show you some tips and tricks of how to start utilizing it. So when it comes, I like just popping it open. This is a clean stamp set, and what you find is your stickers. I've already taken one off here. And then you find your rubber stamps that have their pieces. So what I like to do, I have already worked on this one. So let's work on this one. So what you'll do is you will punch them out. We'll just get these off. I don't keep these yellow pieces. These rubber pieces, but some people's do. So, but I'll show you in a minute what you might do with it. So let's get these two out of the way. Let's get these all out of the way except for one. So here's your rubber, and then you have this thick coating, and you peel it back, and right there. Now, if you wanted, you could, and you will probably see some folks will just go ahead and put their stamps on it like that, and it sticks fine. But I like having the image, and one reason you may find some stampers that have been stamping for a while that don't put their stickers on is because for a little bit the stickers wouldn't stick, and so the stamp would fall off your block, which is a pain when you're in the midst of your stamping, especially when you're on your project and the stamp comes off on your project. So, however, that has been fixed, and let me tell you, when these are clean, they are clean. So, like I said, here's the actual sticker. So on this side, it's all smooth and you can see the design. But if you flip it on this other side, you see how there's a crease, and every single one of them, there is a crease halfway through. And so this is the one we're working on. That's the one we're working on. So we're going to just bend it back and take half of it off. I like to just go ahead and take it all off. Take both halves off. Now the thing to think about is you have one chance to put this down because it is so sticky. Once you have this down, you're not bringing it back up. So take your time. I like to get right over it. I truly like laying it down on the table and putting it down on one end and then just laying. But to get it started, because of the camera's in the way, I'm going to come up here so where I've got it started good. Okay. So you see, and my finger is there, so it does not allow the rest of it to go down, because I want to make sure I just do it right on top of it. Press it down so you can see it sticking. Okay. Now you just peel it off. And there you go. Now you can see here there's just a little bit maybe of sticker that's stuck over, but that's okay. Now this is so sticky that sometimes it's hard to get up. So I put some DNA on it. I will literally put it on my shirt. You can't see me, but I have put this on my t-shirt. Okay, and that's going to help it because, and then when let's go ahead and show you how you put it on a block. So we've got it there. Some people on their block, they like it very straight. They want it totally straight. So they may even use a graph paper, lined paper, and put it on straight. I don't. My preference, in fact, if you watched me, you see me put things on at an angle. And it's because I don't want to try to line this up. I find I can line things up better by the eye than if I try to measure. So that's just how I do it. Now, to take it off the block, what you would do is just literally peel it up. But sometimes, just so you know, sometimes if this cling if you've left this on your block for a good amount of time, it may be stuck on there so good that it's a little bit hard. And you don't want to just yank it off. You want to either get a fingernail underneath it, or sometimes I don't have fingernails, so I'll just get something a little sharp under here and just start the corner, get to that sticker, start it, and then I'll peel it up. But that doesn't happen to me very often, but new stamps, they will. So, once again, let's put that on here. Put it on the block. Let's just do some scrap paper. I want to show you how to stamp real quick here. Okay. Let's get this out of the way. Okay, we'll just use, this is just truly scrap paper. You can see I've been working on leaves. But let's go with our black ink. You can ink it two ways. You can ink it like this. Well, let's get it in the frame. Get it so you can see it better. You can ink like this, taking your ink pad to the stamp. When you're ready to stamp, you go straight down. I like putting pressure right over the stamp. Let it for 1 or 2 seconds to let the ink transfer and pull it right back up. So there you go. Or you can, to ink up your stamp, you can apply your stamp to your ink pad. Now I like looking to see, okay, it looks like it got pretty good coverage. So straight down, put it there. Don't rock it, because if you rock it, sometimes you may have ink on the sides, especially if you press too hard on your ink pad. You'll have ink here, and you'll end up getting a halo, and it's like, that's not what we want. So there you go. So, when I'm ready to clean, I'll go ahead and show you that tip also. So I like closing my ink pad and getting it out of the way. Now, to clean my stamp, I like stamping off, making sure I get most of that off. And then I use a Stampin' Chamois. Yes, this looks dirty because it's well loved. It's been used a lot. All it is a moist, it's called Simply Chamois. It's a moist cleaner. And here it is, Simply Chamois. And to clean it, you run it under the faucet. If you run it under warm water, it tends to get more ink off. But to clean it, there we go. Looks pretty good to me. So, and then I close this up. This case is not totally proof. It's a broken clasp. It has a broken clasp. So really only half of it closes. So this dries out. So I allow it to dry out in between when I use things. So, okay, so now we're ready to take this off the block. Okay. And once again, see, make sure you're getting the sticker, because if you don't, you can pull this red rubber right off the foam, and then you've ruined your stamp. So make sure you get the sticker up. There we go. We've got that. Okay. I just place mine back in the case, and I like to place them about where these are. You don't have to. Some people might say that's a bit anal. I don't know, but that's just how I tend to do it. I line them up so when I open, I know, boom, which one to go. Now, I mentioned these red. Some people like to keep these, and they will literally take all the plastic off, put it right in there, and when they're done, they put their stamps right here. And they like doing that so they can tell if they have a stamp missing. So totally up to you on how you prefer to do it. Those are just a few tips on how to use your cling mount stamps. Thanks a bunch. Bye-bye.